The biggest cost on any poultry farm or turkey farm is going to be the feed and the cost of antibiotics. Most feed makers will add these feed additives, and one of the most common things guys added to the feed is going to be antibiotics and coccidiosis. This is actually a good thing, but guys, the problem here is that with time feeding your birds with these processed feeds, your birds actually get resistant to antibiotics, which renders them very ineffective, and actually because they are constantly being added into the feeds. Now the problem here guys is that whenever you need the antibiotics to address a problem on your farm, you find that these antibiotics cannot actually be of any help. Secondly, the birds actually guys have good bacteria in their system, which actually helps in processing the feed. Now the problem is that when you rely heavily on antibiotics, you find that they are going to disrupt even the good bacteria, hence leading to issues within your flock. So what alternatives do you have to these antibiotics to ensure that you keep your birds very healthy, but also you keep them very organic? If you already know, organic farming is the way to go, and it is the new trend. And for those who are to benefit from a new trend, you must be able to catch it fast. And guys, it is not too late for you to do organic farming, and because it is going to also keep your birds very happy, and you are also going to benefit as a farmer, because when you do organic farming, it means the eggs which you're producing, they are quality for consumption. If you're producing meat, it's going to mean that you're actually producing quality meat that is safe for consumption for yourself, even for those that you're going to be selling it. Now this is where garlic comes in guys. Garlic is a magic plant that every poultry farmer must have on their farm, and they must utilize it properly to be able to get the most of it. Garlic has shown to be an immune booster guys for turkeys and chicken. This also prevents your birds from getting diseases, because your birds will build immune system against most common diseases for turkeys and chicken. So that's why it is very good that you include this, and you actually don't spend money buying antibiotics if you're going to be using garlic. Garlic also promotes weight gain and healthy growth in your turkeys, and because this also promotes feed intake, and you know that growth and feed intake or feed efficiency, there is a direct relationship between the two. So when your birds are eating well, they are drinking well, this will lead to them actually also growing out well. Now also garlic can help to prevent against parasites. You know, garlic has some repellent properties. This also can be used to repel predators like snakes. You know that anything that smells will be able to repel snakes. So this is why you should make use of this garlic. Now you can use it two ways. If you want to repel predators, you actually use the green garlic. So you plant it around your chicken structure, your turkey structure, and this will be able to repel predators like snakes. Garlic is also packed with vitamins and minerals, and if you're able to actually obtain this from things which you can actually grow yourself, or you can freely obtain from nature, then you will be cutting on your cost of feed, because you know that also vitamins are responsible for improving appetite of your birds, which also leads to feed intake, and feed intake leads to growth. Growth leads to egg production, and you can see how all those things are interlinked. Garlic will also be able to help your birds fight diseases and infections, so you should continue giving garlic to your birds so that you can have a disease-free farm. Garlic also promotes egg production, like we have already hinted on it. Egg production has a direct relationship with feed intake, and of course also the health of your birds. When you have healthy birds that are eating out well, drinking out well, you are most likely to have your egg production on point. At what age should you be giving garlic to your birds? This is the most common question that we get here on the farm. For us, we start giving garlic to our birds when they make 4 weeks. That is what we have practiced, and that's what we have found to work very well for us. There are quite very many ways you can give garlic to your birds. One way is going to be to cut it and slice it into smaller particles. which you can go ahead and mix into the feed and then you give out to your birds. But for us, we prefer to crush it and have it mixed into the drinking water. Some people make it into a juice and then they sieve it, but for us, we simply mix it, we simply crush it, put it into the water drinker and then pour water and then just let it sit there and the birds enjoy. Of course, if you have automated drinkers, then these smaller particles can end up blocking your tubes. So if you are going to be using automatic drinkers, then you should consider making it into a juice and sieving out the extract, which you are going to go ahead and mix into the water. Of course, we recommend that don't give too much of this, because too much of anything is always bad. To get better water intake, we recommend that you guys try this and actually try it slowly, because sometimes people will give this to the birds, and of course you know that garlic has a very strong scent and your birds can refuse to drink the water. So while you do this, try to monitor and see whether your birds are drinking the water. Otherwise, if the birds are not drinking the water, then you may need to reconsider withdrawing it to ensure that your birds are hydrated. Then you introduce it in smaller bits until when your birds are used to the scent of this garlic, then you will go up introducing a good amount into the water. The other thing is going to be that whenever you're giving any of these supplements to your birds, we highly recommend that you first withdraw the water so that your birds get thirsty, so that at the point of introducing your supplement, all the birds are willing to take the water. That way you're going to get the most of these supplements. If you have watched the video this far, guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. Turn on the notifications so that the next time we upload a video, you are notified to come and watch. Otherwise, guys, don't forget to give the video a like. Share with colleagues who are into poultry farming. Specifically if someone is doing turkey farming and chicken, because that's what we practice here and that's what we have tried these remedies with here on the farm. Otherwise, see you in the next video.